Hello, my name's Phil Haygarth. I'm Professor of Soil and Water Science at Lancaster Environment Centre, Lancaster University, and I'm going to make this short video to try and help reflect on some of my experiences as a science communicator, trying to communicate some of my science. So, number one, what did I want to communicate? I wanted to raise the importance of the element of phosphorus in people's lives. I wanted to communicate that phosphorus was something that was really important for our everyday life, and that it was something that was worth talking about and discussing amongst everyday people. Number two, who did you want to share it with? Well, I wanted to share it with the general public. That was quite a new thing for me on this occasion, because normally as a scientist I communicate with my fellow scientists, or I communicate with maybe, let's say, farmers, or I might communicate with water quality managers or whatever. But on this occasion I was more ambitious in that I wanted to try and communicate with the general public. Number three, what did you want to communicate? What do you want to communicate? Why did you want to communicate it, and what did you want to happen as a result? I wanted to communicate it because a bit of a big phosphorus chip on the shoulder here. Phosphorus is a neglected element. Think of Cinderella left at home where nitrogen and carbon go out and get all the attention, and actually it's just as important, arguably, and it needs more attention for the future and well-being of our life on the planet. So I wanted to do that, and therefore what would change is that people would start to talk and start to raise the conversation to change that and address that agenda. It's not going to change the world overnight, but I wanted to start conversations happening. Number four, when, where and how did the communication happen? It happened in October 2019, which was the 350th birthday party of the discovery of the element phosphorus. So that was the timing was very well chosen, and it happened at the Story Institute in Lancaster, which is a public space where we could invite people to come along and celebrate with us. Number five, how much time and money did you need? Well, we needed a few £1,000s. I can't quite remember the exact figure. I recall it was up to less than 10,000, but maybe 6, 7, 8, something like that, of that ballpark. And the money was required for booking the accommodation for visiting speakers at the event and their travel. It was required for paying for the food and for the drinks and for the birthday cake, which we had, of course, for the birthday party. And then the time element is something we must not underestimate. I reckon there was at least 6 months planning. We met about once a week, or maybe once every 2 weeks, and there was probably about half a dozen people or so on the committee, and it took a lot of time to get it right. So it does take a lot of time. Number six, how do you evaluate its success? That's a difficult one. We probably could have been, or I could probably have been more organised or structured in the evaluation. I use social media. I use hashtags. I look at responses on social media. I also got anecdotal and qualitative feedback from people that had attended the event. And so on, and got the good feeling, if you like, from those people that had done that. Now that's probably, as I reflect this back to you now and making this video, maybe that's something I would say that we probably could have done better in evaluating it. We could have probably been more structured with that evaluation at the end of it. So yeah, a difficult one to do, really, that, because really all I was trying to do, what we were trying to do, was nudge things along, start a conversation. We're not going to change the world in a short event. We're going to move it along a bit, so that's what I was trying to do. And number seven, finally, what's your top tip for anyone that wants to try to communicate their research in this way? My top tip would be, find a hook. You've got to have a strong, simple story. It's not going to be a long one, and you've got to find a hook. In our case, it was the birthday party. Everybody loves a good birthday, and that was, you know, our way in. So you need a way in at the hook. It was a birthday party. So there you go. Hope that's helpful. Happy 350th birthday, Phosphorus, for the 350th birthday event. Hope that's good. Thank you. Bye-bye.